It is Saturday, March 20th, and today I want to introduce you to a very, very, very special friend of mine. This is Conrad. Now, I found Conrad at Old Orchard Beach when I was hanging out there with Steve Talbot. And at first I thought he was a clam, but he looked very different than every other clam we found on the beach. We didn't find a single clam that looked like this. Now, all you oceanographers out there are going, "That's not a clam, you dumb son of a bitch, it's a scallop." He's a scallop? A scallop. Apparently Conrad here is a genuine scallop. Scallop. But not just any scallop. Colonic. Conrad here was a giant rock scallop. Now, the amazing thing about giant rock scallops, or rather, this particular giant rock scallop, is that, they're extremely common. But in the Pacific Northwest. That's up where I used to live, near Vancouver, or Seattle, or Alaska. Now, Old Orchard Beach is in Maine, and for those of you who are stupid and don't know geographically where Maine is, on the map of the United States, I was actually asked once if Maine was in a position where we were capable of seeing the moon. The answer is yes, by the way. Maine is in the Atlantic Northeast, which is like the exact opposite of the Pacific Northwest. I mean, I suppose the exact opposite would be the Pacific Southwest, but, we're opposites. We're on opposite ends of the country. Now, how the hell did Conrad get here? Was it a plane, a train, an automobile? But I don't think so. No, I think that this motherfucker swam. I think that I legitimately found the most athletic, the most amazing, astounding, incredible giant rock scallop of all time. Impossible. You didn't even find a giant rock scallop. It's just the shell, the exoskeleton of a giant rock scallop. He's dead? Yes, he's dead. Oh. I'm me again. And I don't like the fact that Conrad's dead. He lived such an astounding life. He swam from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. Either up and around the Arctic Circle or down and around the Gulf of Mexico. Maybe what I'll do is I will bring Conrad with me to Vancouver, and I will, return his remains, well, not return his remains, but rather return what's left of him to the Pacific Ocean where he came from. Or would that be going against everything that Conrad the Scallop lived for? Because, if he wanted to be in the Pacific Ocean, he probably would have stayed in the Pacific Ocean, as opposed to swimming all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, correct? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep Conrad, and everywhere I go, everywhere I travel, I'm going to bring Conrad with me. Because Conrad had the spirit of an explorer, alright? And I am going to take him all over the world. Because I love him, and I love everything that he stood for. He's a great adventurer. He was a great man. That's all for today, folks. No to-do list. Viva la Conrad!